You know, right in the heart of the tech world, something big is happening. The old rulebook on how to build a company, it's being thrown out. A totally new blueprint is taking shape, and it's being drawn by one of the most famous names out there.
And we're not just talking about a few small edits here. This is a fundamental rewrite. The old ideas about corporate structure, about answering to shareholders, about spreading out control, they're all being challenged. This is a huge shift in how tech empires are not just built, but how they're run. And the whole thing really kicked into high gear with this one move. This wasn't your typical corporate buyout. The formal merger between SpaceX, his aerospace giant, and xAI, his super ambitious AI company, well, that's the move that sent shockwaves. It's a massive consolidation of power, all under one person's control. So what do you get when you make a move like that? You get something new, something people are starting to call a personal conglomerate, or another name for it is the everything business. Let's dive into what that actually means.
To really wrap your head around the scale of this, you have to start with the money. With a personal net worth hovering around $800 billion, Elon Musk's own financial firepower is on the same level as the peak value of a legendary corporation like General Electric. That's not a company's valuation we're talking about. That's the financial weight of the one person at the very center of it all. This slide just lays it out so clearly. On the left, you've got the old way of doing things, a traditional company like GE with boards and shareholders they have to answer to. But on the right, that's the new model. You have these incredibly powerful but separate companies, and they all report back to a single founder. Power isn't corporate anymore, it's personal. But why? Why do this? What's the thinking behind putting all this power in one place? It's not just about collecting companies for the sake of it. There's a very clear, very strategic goal here, and it all boils down to one single thing. And here you have it, in his own words. This quote right here is the master key to the entire strategy. For Musk, it's simple. The winner in the tech race is whoever can innovate the fastest. Everything else, the corporate structure, who owns what, who's in control, it's all just a tool to achieve that one goal. Pure, unadulterated speed. And this is basically the playbook. It's a pretty straightforward plan when you see it laid out. First, you consolidate your power. How? By merging your key companies. That lets you centralize control, which cuts out all the red tape from boards and outside investors. And the end result, the whole point of the exercise, is to be able to make decisions in an instant and just accelerate innovation like never before. Okay, so this new model is actively rewriting the rules of the game. But what happens next? What does this mean for the future, not just for his companies, but for the entire tech industry? We're kind of past that point, right? The foundation is already there. All the pieces are being moved into place right in front of us. So this is the real heart of the matter. The blueprint is there, but the architect is the only one who knows what the final building is going to look like. The limits of this new thing aren't being set by the market or by corporate rules. They're being set by the ambition of the one person driving it all. This, of course, brings up a massive question. Is Musk an exception, or is he a trendsetter? You have to wonder if other incredibly powerful founders, people like Sam Altman, are watching all of this and taking notes. We could be looking at the very beginning of a whole new era for founder-led tech empires. So that's the question we're left with. As we see individuals start to hold the kind of power that used to belong only to giant corporations, or even some countries, is this what we're looking at? Is this the new blueprint for power in tech? The plans are on the table. Now we just have to wait and see what gets built.